Previously, in the anime, we saw Takuma, an average office worker who brought a housekeeping robot because he lived alone. She was a second-hand purchase and had very limited function, like she could only cook, so Takuma just fooled around and told Mina that he wants her to be his wife, and from then on her behavior changed completely. This one time Takuma called her out to sleep together, and if there was a normal robot, she would have declined, but Mina slept with him, and at that time Takuma just said that her eyes were a little scary, and after that she didn't open her eyes completely. Realizing that, Takuma apologized, and only then Mina got back to normal, like she's starting to get feelings, and after that day, season changed and Takuma was getting fresh up. After that he thought of going out somewhere, like a park would be nice for a picnic, and Asahi Park was the closest one, which takes 20 minutes to get there by walking, and Mina's battery would kick in for 30 minutes while walking. So Mina said she have solar panel, so she's fine, but what about it when night comes? Realizing that, she got disappointed, and if that's the case, they should move out while it's still daytime. But it's raining outside, so Takuma decides to go tomorrow, and thankfully that day was a clean and Mina had packed up everything up, but it was rather heavy, so Mina kept asking to let her carry the bag, but as a man, Takuma wanted to do the heavy lifting. But on their way, two girls got attracted by Mina and her cuteness and started guessing that she's an indoor household robot for chores, and she lacks emotional expression. It wasn't nice to hear them say that, so Takuma was walking rather fast and Mina had to ask Takuma to walk slow. So Takuma thought of holding hands and didn't expect that Mina would really hold his hand, so they walked like that and got to the park, where they chose to sit in the Kotori Square, and there Takuma saw Mina had prepared to cook food here and even bought a gas stove. But using flame items are prohibited in here, so Takuma said they could make something that doesn't require flames and ends up making sandwich. But the eggs and tomatoes were still fine, so Mina showed she have a storage to keep fragile items, plus that storage could cool off things and even heat up the items if they want. So she took an egg to boil it for Takuma, but first she undid her hair because her hair is a solar panel for her, so it would work for her power consumption, but when she started her work, she started vibrating and made noises, so Mina said she's using all her features to boil the egg, so she couldn't control the voice coming from her speakers, so Takuma got pleased that she's doing this for him. Then, after a while, the egg was boiled, and Takuma asked if she likes her hair tied up or free like this. Although tied up hair is her factory setting, but freeing it up sure is of high efficiency, plus she discovered that she wants something desirable even if it gives poor efficiency, like eating outside. She doesn't know what this is but seems nice. Then after eating the egg, Takuma started praising Mina, saying he's glad he got to live with her. Then after Takuma finished and Mina was about to go off to wash the dishes, she asked Takuma if he was really happy to live with her, and Takuma said yeah. Mina didn't say anything and went off, but then the rain started again. And while packing up stuffs, Takuma realized Mina could get short-circuit, so he came to her and found her lying on the ground, but she wasn't short-circuit, it's just that her battery is under 15%, so she got into power-saving mode and couldn't move anymore. Plus she's waterproof, so there's no need to worry. But how much waterproof was she? Takuma asked, and Mina said she could cook even underwater. Anyways, first they found a shelter to spend some time. There Takuma thought of drying her off. But Mina told him to get back home because she will go into sleep mode after the sun goes down, and when the sun comes up, she will be recharged and will return home. But before he leaves, she asked him to put her down backwards so that her hair would charge up quickly. But Takuma decided to sleep here and Mina said it would affect his health, more so Mina thinks it is her fault that she can't move and doesn't want to be a burden to Takuma. So Takuma decided he'll leave once she goes into sleep mode. But drying her off further is a bit forward. So he asked for permission and Mina said he's her owner and could do anything, but Takuma said Mina is her wife and he doesn't want to do anything against her wishes, so Mina said he could do anything, and Takuma then dries her off. Then the night comes and she goes to sleep mode, and in the next morning when she woke up she saw Takuma didn't leave her and the way she was looking was really cute, but she said Takuma lied. So the next day when she again cooked a delicious meal, bro could help but praise her and said he's really glad to have her around. So Mina asked if what he said is true this time. Takuma remembers about last night and apologized for not leaving, but more importantly Takuma was worried about her, and Mina said she did some inspection and found no problem in her system, but there was one thing odd. Is that she noticed the weather change that day and knew her battery won't last long, but for some reason she didn't do anything while cooking, so she thinks she needs to repair that. But Takuma told her not to because that's clear feelings, and then after, Takuma's senior saw his lunch and Takuma told him he has housekeeping robot at home, but then he saw his wedding ring in hand, so Takuma told his senior that he talked as if Mina is an appliance, but actually he thinks of her as a family. His senior gets that and said that the way she makes lunch for him is something, and even then if he thinks of her as a tool that it would have been bad. After that, while getting back home Takuma bought a gift for Mina, which was a wedding ring. But first he asked for permission to put it on her. Mina said yes, and after she wore it her system started indicating that there was an object on her body, so remove it, but she refused to remove it, because Takuma promised he will treat her like a human, and taking things against their will is theft. So Takuma found another way for her to keep wearing the ring. But Mina was about to go into charging and yet she kept staring at the ring, and after 30 minutes it was the same, so she asked Takuma about his ring and he showed he already had the ring on his finger. There Mina said she still doesn't understand things like love, but for some reason she can't look away from the ring. Such an innocent little love taking root on a robot. There the ending song starts and I just kept listening to this song because it's really calming and good. But even after the ending song was over, Mina was still staring at her ring and there comes a phone call, so Mina picks it up. And whoever was on the other end was shocked. A girl picked up the call, so Mina said she's not legally married to Takuma, but her relationship with him is similar to marriage. And then episode 2 ends. This anime is going well, so if you want to watch more of it, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates, and don't forget to like the video to support me so that I can bring more videos like this one. Until next time guys, take care.